SMBN has launched
From the rudimentary huts of nomadic tribes to the complex structures of modern-day houses, housing is an indispensable part of ensuring human dignity. It is often said that the next most important necessity of life, apart from the air we breathe and the food we eat, is shelter, which translates to housing. Adequate housing encompasses more than just the four walls of a room and a roof over one's head. Housing is essential for normal, healthy living. It fulfills deep-seated psychological needs for privacy and personal space, physical needs for security and protection from inclement weather, and social needs for basic gathering points where important relationships are forged and nurtured. Despite global recognition of the importance of housing to human welfare and survival, it is estimated that over 1 billion people live in inadequate housing, while over 100 million people are altogether homeless. In Nigeria, as in many other countries, the issue of adequate housing for the citizenry has been a tough one. Nigeria has a deficit in housing of about 16 million units. What this means is that Nigeria needs to provide this number of houses in order to adequately house its citizens. It is in the realization of this fact that the government of Nigeria, through one of its financial institutions, namely the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN, has at different times evolved housing policies and programs aimed at providing affordable housing for Nigeria's ever-increasing population. In line with this objective, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria embraces partnerships with the private as well as public sectors towards meeting the housing needs of Nigerians. The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, in collaboration with the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC), the Trade Union Congress (TUC), and the Nigeria Employers Consultative Association (NECA), recently developed a 102 ministerial pilot housing project in Katsina State. The housing estate sits on 4 hectares of land provided by the Federal Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development and built for civil servants and other employees in Katsina State. The housing units are in 3 categories. There are 32 numbers of 1-bedroom flats, 40 numbers of 2-bedroom flats, and 30 numbers of 3-bedroom flats. The quality of the buildings speak for themselves. The housing estate is based on the neighborhood concept, with the houses built in rows of 3. There is a good road network for easy movement of goods and people. The link roads in the estate are complete with a good drainage system and culvert. The estate also has complementary infrastructure such as water tanks as well as an electric transformer. The houses are built with modern roofing materials that adds color to the estate. In the interior, modern electrical fittings, a ceiling fan, contemporary electrical bulbs, a water closet, and beautiful bathtubs have been installed for their efficient as well as their aesthetic value. Unlike buildings in many cities in Nigeria today, space has not been compromised as the 2- and 3-bedroom flats are quite spacious and have 2 restrooms each. What the FMBN has done in collaboration with the NLC, the TUC and NECA is to give the Nigerian civil servant the opportunity of owning a home he can be proud of. In fulfillment of this dream, on Friday the 29th of November 2013, civil servants and employers alike in Katsina State gathered to celebrate the official launching and commissioning of the 102 housing units Phase 1, as well as perform the foundation laying ceremony of the Phase 2 of the housing units. Present at the occasion were the Executive Governor of Katsina State, the Minister of Mines and Steel Development, and the Supervising Minister of the Federal Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development. The Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, the President, Nigeria Labour Congress NLC, the President, Trade Union Congress TUC, the Nigeria Employers Consultative Association NECA, including legislators and employees. The Managing Director of the Federal Mortgage Bank, Alhaji Gimbaya Ukumu, while welcoming guests at the occasion, commended the Katsina State government for its understanding and role in partnering with the FMBN in providing housing for Nigerians. The Managing Director also disclosed that the bank has introduced a system where the informal sector will queue into the National Housing Loan Scheme. The Nigerian labor bodies, who were fully present at the ceremony, gave goodwill messages at the commissioning ceremony. The National President of the NLC, Comrade Abdul Wahid Ibrahim Omar, extolled the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria for the transformation in the housing sector. In his own goodwill message, the President of the Trade Union Congress, TUC, Comrade Boboy Balake Gama, harped on the good and robust relationship currently existing between the labor body and the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. The remark by the President of the Nigeria Employers Consultative Association, NECA, represented by Alhaji Mahmoud Usman, was more of a commendation of the entire project. In his address, the Minister of Mines and Steel Development and Supervising Minister of the Federal Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, Architect Musa Mohammed Sada, gave an explanation of the arrangement in the construction of the 102 housing units.
Under the scheme, the Federal Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development allocate lands to verified private estate developers. Construction funding is provided by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria based on the level of work completion on site with close monitoring and compliance with standards and quality of work by the ministry. To complete the process, the Federal Mortgage Bank provides mortgage financing to interested buyers who are contributors to the National Housing Fund. As the name suggests, this is an experimental pilot scheme designed to achieve fast delivery of high-quality yet highly affordable houses in Nigeria. Judging by the very short completion period on this project, it is apparent that this scheme has recorded its first success and is set to record many more successes along the way.
The minister also reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to providing affordable houses for the teeming populace.
While government will adopt all available options to develop the Nigerian housing sector, I wish to use this opportunity to remind Nigerians that the National Housing Funds remain one of the most viable sources of sustainable long-term funding for affordable home ownership in the country. It is gratifying that the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria and other agencies in the housing sector have stepped up efforts to meet their mandates. I assure you that the housing sector remains a key focus of Mr. President's transformation agenda in view of its enormous capacity for job creation, wealth generation, and economic development.
In his address, the Executive Governor of Katsina State, Barrister Ibrahim Shehu Shema, thanked the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria for partnering and funding the construction of 102 housing units for employees in Katsina State. The governor enjoined the Federal Mortgage Bank to keep the ball rolling in the provision of houses for Nigerians, while calling on the labor unions to sensitize its members about the National Housing. Highlights of the event was the official commissioning of the housing units by the Executive Governor of Katsina State, Barrister Ibrahim Shehu Shema. Dignitaries at the ceremony also inspected some of the houses. Keys to the apartment were also symbolically presented to some of the beneficiaries. The new housing units will comprise 21 one-bedroom apartments, 60 two-bedroom apartments, and 62 three-bedroom apartments. With the commissioning of the Katsina 102 housing units and a host of others across the 6 geopolitical zones made possible by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, the challenge of housing to many Nigerians is now truly receiving renewed attention. It is a total departure from what used to be. In no distant future, more and more Nigerians will not just have a place to stay, but will be proud owners of their own homes.